All right. What's up, y'all? To those of you who may be watching this in the future, in case I actually do decide to leave the stream up, I'm just doing some warm-up sketches today. Just some practice from drawings that I find online that I like, and some of these are things I've done from imagination. I haven't drawn in quite a while, so I just found the best approach to just start drawing something, and I thought I'd just share it on a stream today. Completely impromptu. Oh my gosh, there's people here. Hey Tools. Hey Silly. I haven't streamed in forever, so yeah. Well, that would be why. Good to see y'all though. Hope you're having a good Monday. But yeah, the drawings that you see in blue are done from another artist's work. I'm just looking at it and studying how they simplify things. And then the drawings that are done in black and white or pink are ones that are my own. Hey, what's up, Zerabel from Germany? Oh wow, what time is it there? I need to find a way to get the chat to be a bit bigger here for me. Let's see if I can find a way to do that. And let me know, can you guys hear the music? It's been a while, I'm not exactly sure how to make sure if the audio is the exact balance. I didn't feel like doing a stream and then just listening to it myself first, because that would have just been really time consuming. Oh, 11. It's not too bad. Nice, okay. I got the text bigger. What does moin mean? 12:14 a.m. Wow. You guys are up late. I love it. I was thinking of streaming that late last night, but I decided to wait until today. But I'm glad I did, because you would not believe the amount of troubleshooting I've had to do today to get this to work again. I would tell you the names of the artists, but I just pull them from Pinterest, by the way, so sorry, I won't be able to tell you unless I know the artist by heart. Oh, thanks, Silly Star. I appreciate it. Northern Germany, cool. Gamer recognizes the... Yeah, I was like, what music can I remember that I won't have to switch super often that has a decent chance that it won't get copyright claimed aggressively on YouTube? And I just remembered, oh yeah, the Genshin Impact soundtrack. I played it for like all of 15 minutes. Pinterest is really messed up. Yeah, it's quite the it's pretty weird lately. I've gotten it to not show me too much AI stuff. It's gotten a lot better now, and it actually shows you when something is AI. It's pretty accurate. But I think the best thing to do is just you have to be aggressive about selecting what you like in the settings and what you don't want it to look at, and never click on them if you don't want to see anymore. Or save them at least. 200 hours minimum. Oh, not bad. I love this about Photoshop. You can copy and duplicate something without making a new layer. That way I can like quickly save backups so I can test things out. I noticed I have my face creep issue again where I tend to draw the faces huge. And yeah, like the title of the stream says, I'm working on the new 144 Hertz Huion Kamvas Pro. I'm gonna make a video about it soon. It's gonna be a very technical video because I think it's important to get all those details in for the people who are gonna be interested in dropping like $2,000 on a tablet. In case you're new, I'm doing studies from other people's art just to get back into the groove of drawing. I haven't been drawing as often as I used to. Barely at all, to be honest, and I've had a lot of trouble doing studies from photographs because I just keep focusing on the details. So my current strategy is to just look at the stuff I like, and then I find that that's helping me visualize a lot better. Because like, here's an example actually, I should show you guys some of the stuff I did. Again, blue stuff is when I was looking at someone else's art. So like, for example, you know, you may recognize that this is a Spider-Gwen, right? So I don't know exactly which artist came up. I mean, this was a 3D image, so it was literally more than one artist. But like, this is something I came up with. And you see how like the hair is so, I like it, but I had to find some reference separately to kind of make it clean. Like this is how it looked at first. Right? I couldn't like get a clear idea for it. This was when I was watching some anime and I just froze a frame and just turned the guy into like this really tough looking chick with short hair. You get crochet. AI crochet? What is that? Is that like the is it cake or not stuff? Hope you guys are having a great 420. I didn't plan to stream today because it's 420. That's funny. For those of you old enough to celebrate it. Sell AI-generated crochet patterns that don't make the image. Wow. I was about to say, because it's like, how do you know it's AI generated if it's a pattern? But it's just obviously slop because it doesn't even work. That explains it. Let me see how this... YouTube has this new feature where you can stream to shorts. Oh wow, it actually doesn't look too bad. It knows where to crop. That's pretty cool. They're probably using AI for that, and that's a good use of AI. My biggest issue with AI these days is how... I need to make a video on this, but it's how it's being hyped up so much just for investors, and it's making people freak out a lot. It's really, we really have quite a long ways to go before it really starts to make that big of an impact that people are saying it is. Even in the main video I made for it, it's a lot, it's further off, but I still think it could happen within the next 20 years, but it'll still take some time before it's useful or productive to like most people at all. Okay, I think I'm pretty happy with this one. Like, see how I started? The features were just gigantic. Hey, what's up, brother Gemma? Oh, my mods are probably not here. Last time I streamed was forever ago. Okay, I'm gonna study a different drawing. I really should know this artist that I'm about to draw's name, because I really love to study their work. They do a lot of drawings of Jinx and Echo. I think they do a lot more work on... They post a lot of stuff on Twitter. Let me see. I want to draw this in the way that I would start drawing. If this was me just trying to draw from imagination. So in that case, I wouldn't be drawing this big. And I would sketch out the head first. I'm drawing on the Huion 27 Kamvas Pro. I'm gonna review it soon. No iPad today, because iPad is really hard to stream with. It took me like a day and like a full day split between 2 days to get my streaming setup back to working. And it's still pretty bare bones. But, you know, that's... Nice thing about that is it's clear. It's clean. Put the name in the chat. Sure. It's in the title of the stream, bro. Are you on mobile? If you're on mobile, I get it. I don't think it shows the name very clearly. Hi, Gullux. Greetings, Oliver. Glad you found it, Brother Jonah. Now, why am I making Echo look so girly? Crazy thing about streaming is that I noticed that it's actually near impossible to get the full 144 hertz or even 120 hertz while I even have OBS open. That was part of the troubleshooting I had to do all day today. Using a high refresh rate display like this, you have to have a really good computer to actually get all those frames. Or you really don't want to have any other monitors plugged in. Let me redo these eyes. Omni-Man? Yeah, no. Oh, I should do that. Oh, it's really popular, huh? I haven't caught up to the new season of Incredible. Is it? No, Invincible, not Incredible. Is it good? I remember really liking the last season. So far, I've enjoyed both of them. I think it's the 3rd season that's coming out. Or that came out. So far I've avoided being spoiled. It's good? Okay. Good to hear. It's still on Amazon, right? Oh, I had the craziest deja vu moment, like I've drawn this before. It's so weird. Do you guys ever get that? Like I've drawn this and done this stream before already. Whoa. And then when I was a kid, I'd get OCD. I was like, that must have meant that I traveled back in time because I fucked something up. I wonder what I did wrong. But of course, the price to traveling back into time is you don't get to know what you did, which obviously doesn't make sense. Yeah, that eye's much better. Yeah, I like drawing slower like this and using less sketchy lines and stuff, if I can help it. This kind of looks like handsome Echo, if you know what I'm talking about from SpongeBob, handsome Squidward. It's fire? Okay, good. How am I liking it? Probably still waiting on something like better than Tech and IPS. Yeah, that's gonna be a while, because so far I think Wacom is at the front of that, but they still use IPS. I just feel like, yeah, right now if they do mini LED or OLED, the price is probably going to end up being like $5K, and so they're not really releasing that yet. I do wonder though, I feel like they should try and make a Pro Max version of a tablet. I feel like that would help the R&D for the rest of the tablets. But so far, no one's really done more than 27 or 32 inch. I think that's why. Because to justify a bigger tablet, you know, you usually have to have a bigger screen, but nobody wants to draw on bigger than a 32 inch. And I can say right now, after drawing on an iPad for so long, this 27 inch feels like 32 inches. But yeah, so far I'm liking it. It just takes a lot of processing power to get all of the frames. I thought it was because Huion cut corners at first, but then I noticed that when I changed the quality of when I changed the resolution rendering in the max settings, or when I unplugged one of my monitors, it started to get a lot snappier. And that told me that the problem was my own CPU bottleneck. You can never get the back of the head right at different angles. It's not too bad since you rarely have to draw the back of the head. Or do you just mean like this part? I'd say just do a lot of practice until you memorize it, copying from people who did that specific angle. If it's just, because like once you get to like 60 degrees this way, if you rotate the head, or the other way, it's just, you're just doing this. You're doing the cheekbone, maybe the mouth. This is very stylized. A lot of times you won't even see the lips. It'll just be something like this. This is good practice for me. Thanks for asking that question. Yeah, getting that jaw right, and then whoa, I'm getting that way off. The perspective of that half circle. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's more realistic. This might not be exactly accurate at this angle. You might see something like this. It also depends on the person sometimes. Perfect stream for a time to stream and parallel draw with. Oh, good. I always love hearing that people are drawing along with me. It's so much easier, right? I don't know why. It's easier to draw along with a stream or a video. Hey, Tofu Beans. You have a fast computer, but you end up using your iPad Pro M2 most of the time. Yeah, same. Old Huion Kamvas Pro, but the colors are not that great. Oh, okay. There's 3 generations of the Kamvas Pro 24. I've only used the last 2. So I know the 2nd and 3rd gen colors are good. The problem with Huion displays, and honestly most desktop tablets, but especially Huion and anything below Wacom, is the brightness. It has its own advantages. Like right now it's on 100% brightness and there's no fan, which is really nice. But if I open the windows in here, it's gonna start to get difficult. But again, then it starts to make it easy to film because the display kind of looks like paper almost. It's not quite there. I think the closest display I've seen that really looks like a really bright sheet of paper is something that BenQ released recently. I think Adam Duff from Lucid Pixel has done a review on those screens. They're really easy to look at. You can look at them for hours into the night and your eyes won't hurt. That's one of the benefits of the lower brightness, I will say. Music is still a good volume for everybody? You've been a sub fan pre-COVID. Oh, thanks, Gemma. Yeah, I rarely... Oh, pre-COVID? Oh, wow. I did most of my lives during COVID. Personally, you're willing to pay $5K if they have something OLED, right? That's what I was thinking, Arnie. Like, I feel like most brands do that. They make their like flagship device that's just crazy cool, and then everything else comes from below that. But it might be hard to justify in the art industry because of scale. Like Apple just released, they have 2 monitors that are one of the only, like Apple's 5K display, the studio display I have, there's only one other real competitor on the market. And it's been that way for years because it's so expensive to make it. Only LG's competitor has really been there. And then Apple has their like 6K display that's super expensive. So if like Wacom were to decide they want to make a 32-inch OLED 120 FPS with like 1,000,000:1 contrast ratio, yeah, it would probably cost like 5-6 grand. And I don't know if they are confident they'd make enough sales. But I wish they would do stuff like that. Just because. Just show it off at CES or something. Just a flex. Oh, thanks, Jeff. That's really good to hear. I've been working on that. Brightness is never an issue for you because you work at your desk, yeah. Mostly at any device you go outside with. Yeah, then brightness is huge. And honestly, it's really hard with the iPad because even over the years I've been wanting it to have a bit more brightness because as soon as it starts getting warm, it will reduce the brightness a lot. That's why I had that whole video doing a fan with my little fan DIY thing. Man, I really miss the different colored chat messages from Twitch. The pose you want to do one day is this high shot, wide angle, head. Oh, really? Yeah, that looks like a really fun one. Main pose sitting down with messy art materials. You could try an attempt every day from imagination and just see how it goes. It'll probably be brutal for your ego, but I bet by day 30 you would start to see some surprising improvement that you wouldn't have gotten otherwise. Because what happens when you do stuff like that is you start to start taking mental note of what you struggle with, because the brain doesn't like struggle and stress. So it will find out what it can do to be more efficient. If you start stressing out from drawing something difficult, it's like, this is burning way too many calories. I need to find a way to get good at this so that I don't have to burn so much energy. That's literally how it works. We just need to hack our brains. I like to say laziness, but it's really just efficiency. Same thing, that's exactly the same way why I like lifting weights. You know, we build muscle. The body is like, I'd actually be more efficient with my resources if I were to grow new muscle and strengthen the neurons connecting to the muscle than if I were to just stay the way I am. So I'm going to build new muscle. Oh, watching my vids help with faces? Oh, awesome. I'm glad to hear that, man. It's very weird for you to pick up how the moving... Oh yeah, that. I haven't looked in that tablet much, have the best screens out of so many drawing devices. I think it's just the mobile device industry has had so much development. There's been so much work put into it. I guess Movink is probably part of that flagship. I think that's pretty good, yeah. But honestly, I want somebody to make that tablet that I saw in one of the clone Black Mirror episode. Do you guys remember where it's not a spoiler because you don't know which episode it's going to be, but where she resurrects her boyfriend that died. She's the graphic designer, and she had this amazing drawing tablet at her desk. It was so cool. It was a Black Mirror episode. You have a Huion Kamvas 22. Oh, nice. Yeah, you gotta keep that Intuos around no matter what. I still have a simple graphics tablet. You have to reinstall if you don't use it for a week. Oh, I see. That's interesting. Just a week? For me that happens, but it takes a lot longer. Like it's got to be like a couple months minimum. And that's mostly on Windows too. On Mac I can wait longer before I need an update, but every time I come back to my Windows laptop, I have to update like a ton of drivers. What I'm learning from these sketches is that I need to give a lot more space for chins. It's such a subtle thing I have to do here to actually make this whole copying exercise worth it. I have to like mentally try to imagine what it looks like here before I go back to look at the reference. iPad Procreate, easiest digital. Yeah, honestly, it's so much easier for so many reasons. Like that's something I'm gonna show. Like, did you see what happened there? You guys can't tell, but there's lag between when I tap the undo button and this disappears. Because I'm streaming with OBS on, right? Things like that don't happen on mobile devices like an iPad. And this too, you guys, I'll show it in the video, but you see how the cursor is behind where, well, you guys can't see where my actual pen tip is. My pen tip is about 1 centimeter ahead of the cursor, right? I'm pretty sure no tablet can fully eliminate that because all of the information has to go through the driver. But when you're drawing on an iPad, you don't need drivers. The iPad will always work with the Apple Pencil. It's perfectly, there's no delay. So it's something I want people to keep in mind when they're buying this. There's diminishing returns to frame rate when you're drawing on a desktop device. It is noticeable though, because like this looks really good. This is smooth. There's almost no ghosting or jittering. Smoothing is off? Oh, you mean you're looking at me? Oh yeah, I'm turning, smoothing is off, yeah. Let me show you what it's like if, well, you guys can't see it because you can't see the tip quite yet, but if I had smoothing set to like 23%, it switches to about 1.5 centimeters. And then now, well, it's not, see this, the distance isn't growing between the cursor and my my actual pencil tip in real life. The distance is growing between the cursor and the actual line that's being drawn because Photoshop is taking longer to calculate what to do. And if I use my mouse, you can see if I increase smoothing, that same thing happens. So the mouse has perfect connection, but even then, right? It's like you're pulling it along a string. I will say Procreate smoothing is a lot faster than Photoshop. Doesn't matter what tablet you use. But you get used to it because there are benefits to that too. Okay, this line should be here, so I did something wrong. What are the specs? 16K pressure, I believe so. I'm using 144 hertz right now. Let me make sure. Yeah, I'm using 144. And it's better than it looks in this video that you're seeing because OBS takes a lot of processing power for the GPU. It takes a lot. Like if I were to actually bring up OBS, it would look even worse in real life. There would be more lag. So I'm going to tell everybody that in the video. Like you really, if you don't have a really fast GPU, don't think you can have 3 displays running. And like basically I had 2 5K displays and then at 60 FPS, right? And then one 4K at 120 to 140 for... This was too much. I could only, like, I would have to make sure Photoshop is the only thing on the screen, or else it would basically show me 60, it would show me an inconsistent 60 FPS on this screen. It would look bad. But by switching to just one and changing the scaling to 1080p, I can stream, have Photoshop open, and it's still 144 hertz. Now, obviously, within the Photoshop app, it's still 4K. So it's not like I'm not getting my money's worth. But the UI is 1080p. So I can't fit a lot of apps on the screen at once, which is, again, not bad. Because when you're drawing, you really just need your art and maybe a reference. That's it. What GPU? I'm on the M1. Actually, I wish I didn't delete that. I'm on the M1 Max. I'm using an Apple laptop. So I'm using the Apple Silicon. So this one was pretty powerful when it came out, and it's still quite good. But if you look up comparisons to what that equivalent is, it should help. Oh yeah, that's not enough. If on the, with not enough specs on the computer, it's rough. Your old PC would end up not booting. Oh man. Yeah, there's the M5 Max. Yeah, I'm still on the M1. I mean, I wish I could afford to upgrade because I accidentally... The only reason I really would upgrade right now is because I actually accidentally cracked the screen of this laptop. But fortunately, I rarely use it. So it's not a big deal. I don't see that screen except for when I travel. Because that's the only time I bring my laptop outside of my house. So... But yeah, I like all the upgrades have been like 15-20% speed boost, and I'm like, that's not, I don't notice any problems yet, so why upgrade? Like even Marquez Brownlee, the like super popular tech YouTuber, he only upgraded once. I think he got to M4, I believe. That's when he upgraded. I'm glad you like my voice here. I don't get to treat it as well since I'm not in my sound-treated closet. I think I missed some of the chat. You enjoy the feel of and how the Samsung tablet felt and worked as a drawing tablet. Yeah, the Samsung tablets are just as good. It's just Procreate, you know, it's just killer. But if you use other apps, then they're just as good. They're all way better than desktop. But desktop has its own huge benefits though. So it's not like, it's really hard to just say one or the other. In regards to building muscle, HIIT training with intermittent fasting triggers autophagy. It flushes out old and useless cells and rejuvenate. Oh! Damn, I need to start doing some HIIT training because I've been doing intermittent fasting lately. I'm doing alright, thanks Pen T Graphite. At least you don't have to restart the computer. Yeah, I used to have to do that a lot, that sucks. Oh, nice, $100 for Intuos? That's good. An Intuos Pro? That's really, really good. That was what I paid for, I think, my first tablet, a little bit more. OLED monitors have gone down in price. That's good. Yeah, the monitors have gone down, but the technology hasn't gone... It's only just now getting to drawing tablets. You don't even know what the specs are, speaking of. Well, hey, if you can still make what you need, then you're saving money, silly store. Alright, I think I caught up. Yeah, you've used Krita, Procreate, and Clip, never Photoshop. Photoshop seems daunting, but if you've used Clip Studio Paint especially, you'd be able to use it. But if you've used all those, yeah, you don't really need it unless you're doing a lot of editing. Photoshop brushes always lag. I feel I tested memory so much. I'm not sure if it's memory. I'm gonna film this canvas with the 60 FPS, sorry, I haven't even been drawing. 60 FPS camera and slow it down for you guys, so you can see for yourself. It's just gonna be a super technical review, because that's just what's interesting me the most right now. Photoshop generally runs better on Apple system. Yeah, it's... I remember back in the day thinking like, oh, Macs are for like really artsy-fartsy designers. And then I went into that industry and then I was like, oh, I see why now. It makes sense. Of course, the artsy-fartsy people are going to prefer the artsy-fartsy devices. Overall, I'm not saying everyone, but it's like, you know, back in the day, when people were working those jobs. I remember the first time I saw Mac computers was in the college, was that the library or in the printing room, the really high-end printing room of my university. Everywhere else, it was just Windows computers. You're clearly digital, but you recently picked up a sketchbook, breaking your reliance on Control-Z. Good. That's really good to do. Honestly, and yeah, there's a lot of little things that you learn drawing traditionally that you won't learn no matter how much you draw digitally. There's a certain kind of patience and rhythm, and it's also technically easier to draw traditionally because your brain gets more points of feedback. Because you're essentially, you know, if we use these tablets, you're essentially drawing on glass, right? It's slippery. No matter how much they etch the display, it's, you know, drawing on paper with a pencil or pen or a stick of charcoal will always give you more feedback. Oh my god, I drew the mouth way too big again. Why do I do this? My brain thinks this is okay. I'm just gonna make sure I see it. Get used to this. One day I'll figure it out. Technical perspective courses, yes, but I didn't finish it because in the middle of that course was when COVID started. Like literally is when the quarantines hit. Yeah, the eyes are okay. Still a little bit big. This one is. But it's always the nose and the mouth, so I'm gonna remember that. Oh, I'm gonna turn smoothing all the way back off. But like when I move my mouse, I mean my pen tip, it's so quick how quickly it gets over here. If I drag this, it's quick. It would be even quicker if I wasn't streaming. OBS does not run well on Mac, I feel like. competitor to the iPad and Apple Pencil. I think whatever Samsung has out for their latest is pretty good. I haven't looked into the Wacom Ink Pro, but that would also be another competitor, because basically having access to Windows apps is the ultimate. That's the best drawing experience if you want to compare everything. Because if you really do prefer to have like a really quick and fast drawing app, I actually need to try this out soon. Like you could get, I think it's called Heavy Paint. I think it's on Mac, I'm not sure. But it's so streamlined, it's so bare bones. It runs really fast. Wait, Cat Mobile. What is Cat Mobile Key? Hey, what's up, Key? Are you the same Key from before? Do I just stop drawing for long lengths of time? Yeah. Lately I have been, and that's part of why I'm doing this stream. It has not been very good. There are times where it's like, oh yeah, I'm just like taking a break, and then there's times where no, I'm just atrophying, you know? She looks like this looks like Super Jinx. What am I doing wrong here? Like Super Jinx. That's what this looks like. Who cares? Let's draw Super Drinks. Thick ass neck. Oh, I think I know why now. The jaw is really high. For working as an artist, be really fast. Get things done quickly and then revise rather than spending a lot of time agonizing over it. No, this definitely still looks like Super Jinx. Looks like Omni Jinx. Oh, Drawbox is good. RTO Pro? Barely. It had such a big learning curve that I never really got into it. Oh. The eyes are really far apart. This is such a good way to stylize or simplify braids. Any artists I recently obsessed over? Is it really gonna be Sam? I've been looking at his work a lot lately, really closely. Nobody, I don't think there's anyone new. Just I've been looking at Sam's work really closely recently because it's been so... He's really started to get a lot of detail into his simpler style. He's very deceptively... I don't even think I could say it's deceptively simple. It's just good places to really be minimal. He's really min-maxing the minimal areas. I'm still looking at Alberto Melgio, or Mielgo. I can't remember how to pronounce his name. Just a lot of anime in general, to be honest. Like Gachiakuda, and the manga who worked on that. And Ramon Nunez. Yeah, I would say within the past 6 or 7 months, he's been the one I've studied the most. Bro, I can't understand why. I just want to know why it looks like Jinx's brother. But I might just let it go. Tired of your second gen dinosaur iPad, bro. Wait, is it the second gen? Oh geez. Don't worry, I'm behind too. I used to have all the updates. But in this economy, oh, they gotta send me one, bro. M2 is still kicking. When it comes to mobile tablets, like Josh said, the Moving Pads Pro or Samsung. Oh, nice. Art Studio Pro, yeah. It looks like it's so capable. There are so many things it can do that Procreate still can't even do. And it's not even like they can't, they just won't. Because they're very precise with what they decide to add and what they decide not to add. They haven't really been doing a lot of quality of life stuff lately with Procreate, it seems. If you like Procreate, you're stuck with Apple, right? Yeah. I'm hoping one day they make something for Mac. But they probably won't because, I don't know, they really should. I think even if it doesn't feel like Procreate, it would be nice to just do things on the Mac. But I think their brand image is too strong for that. If they're going to make something on Mac, it's got to be all that and more. If they do, I really hope it has animation though, because that's the biggest pain. Like, animating on a tiny screen really sucks. Alright, I'm gonna work on something that's mine. I did this for imagination, guys, while I was watching an anime. I just got into the vibe. I'm really happy with that. Okay, let's work on something of my own drawing. Mm-hmm. Any new plan for a video? The review for this tablet. Yeah. Yeah, I've already set up the camera angles and everything and started to map out the structure. I just want it to be the go-to video for people interested in high refresh rate tablets, so that people get more out of it than just a tablet review for one tablet. I was thinking of turning this into my OC that I've abandoned. You don't like Procreate because you thought you couldn't change the keyboard shortcuts at all. Ah, they do. Oh, yeah, you can't change them. But if you have a keyboard like mine, the Moonlander, you can change the keyboard to match them. But you have an odd layout if you like to use WASD. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, that's... I wish they would add that. I think it would take a lot of work though, because they would have to figure out which combinations work and which ones don't. And to be honest, I'm not sure Mac allows or Apple allows you to change the keyboard shortcuts. Let me check and make sure there hasn't been any warnings for copyright claims. Okay, good. Thanks for watching, guys. I did not expect this many people to hang out with me so on an impromptu stream like this. By the way, if you're just coming as a new viewer, the blue sketches are where I'm looking at artistic reference to study from, and then the black ones are the ones I did myself. I just did that because I think it's a bit weird to stream yourself studying from other people's work if it's not a singular like master study from some old genius. So at least that's pretty clear. So now basically what I'm doing is taking what I've learned from these drawings and try to apply them to something I'm working on myself. You were surprised to see me stream it all. Oh, they let you configure the shortcuts on Art Studio? Well, damn. Procreate, what are you doing? But yeah, the guy who works on Art Studio is just... he goes ham. I'm also thinking of doing a video. If somebody steals this video idea, I'm gonna come after you. If you don't give me credit. You can do it, but just give me credit. But I want to make a video showing all the different ways that anime stylize things. So like why they do this for their lips, how instead of doing wrinkles like that, they do this and then maybe this to break it up. When they like simplify a mouth until just something like this. Right. like the basic principles behind drawing the teeth that way. And then get you a nice little canine right here. Yeah. Look at that. That's My Hero Academia right there. Gonna make this video right now. Good. I'll just copy yours. That's actually my real intention here. To get you guys to make it for me. Anything I'm focusing? I'm focusing on being more efficient and drawing from memory. Something I realized in a lot of my recent videos too, by the way, is I've been doing a lot of studies from images. I don't really want to do that anymore. I think you guys would also like, let me know if you would like this. Just more drawings like this. No photo reference. Just trying to figure things out. Not studying from an image. Making something stylized from your own mind. And trying to figure out how to imagine stuff better. That's what I'm deciding I want to do more of now. So like my next video, even with this review that I'm gonna do with the Huion, I'm not gonna be studying from photos. And the other thing I've been working on is using my elbow and my arm more. I've stopped being very gestural with my drawing arm since I've been using my iPad so much. But there's no real excuse not to, even if you're using a small device. Yeah, like see, like those strokes, it takes me a few tries, and it's not a bad thing. Because that's the thing most people liked about my work for a long time. And the only way to be able to get really beautiful drawing lines is to force yourself to make every line you do really pretty. If it's okay if it's not accurate, just make it pretty. Like even that one, I wanted it to end there, but it's pretty, so it's good enough. It sounds counterintuitive because it's like you don't need every line to be pretty, but even that is a pretty line. This is a pretty line. That's not a very pretty line, right? The flow. Right, that's not the shape of her nose that I wanted, but it's a pretty line, right? So I'd rather just duplicate it like that or something and see where I can get with it. Like even this, that's not something I want to be settling for. Something like that, right? That I have to relinquish control and then just let my drawing arm improve. Because if you draw a lot, you should actually feel a little... Like, I know I was using muscles as an analogy, but you should actually feel a little bit of strain in your arm. If you do a lot in one day, and you haven't in a while at least. Barnacles. The one artist that does the manga called Gokura Kugai, Love Tooth Fairy thing. Oh, I haven't heard of that. Does anything I've done today remind you of that? I don't know if you can send a link in chat, but you can if you want. Or just DM me if you follow me on Instagram. What do you prefer to do is get a reference, but draw the reference from it? Yeah. That's what I do too, but I have lost my discipline lately. I just start copying too much of it. Yeah, like just make it a simple underline, like clear. That's what I'm going for. A little bit more animated. Oh, I have another animation video I want to do that isn't sponsored this time. I just want to study from an anime scene. I think that would be fun. I haven't seen anyone do a video like that before. Yeah, see, like that line. When you trace over something you've drawn before, you can never get the pretty lines exactly there. So you gotta learn to just let it go. What did I do when I didn't draw? Just stress and work on stuff for my setup and what else? Move. Oh yeah, edit a lot of videos, do a lot of recordings, do a lot of editing, making shorts. What else? Playing video games, a lot of unproductive stuff. Sorry, I'm looking for a reference to help me stop drawing so many extra lines. I don't have my character sheet for her. All of you can hear the music, right? Yeah, I wanted to pull up. Whoa. Okay, I haven't drawn my OC May in a long time. Oh, I want to change her hair design. Not on Spotify, no. Only YouTube. And this song, let me link you guys this whole playlist. It's all been the same YouTube video. The share button. Chat went away, one sec. Yo, where's chat? There it is. Yeah, that's this playlist. It's from Genshin Impact. And then if you just go to my YouTube channel, you can see some of my drawing music playlists. Music is heard? Nice. Ever paint? No. I mean, I have in the past, but ever since I first tried it as a kid, I was like, this sucks. This is difficult. And then the only time I got into it was for a sponsorship with oil painting. I did a little bit in high school, did a little bit more, but it was really hard. So I was plagued with that illness of once you're good at something, you don't want to like try other things because it doesn't give you that same dopamine. I always felt like I wasn't enjoying myself because it's like, well, I could have drawn something I would be happy with. But I think all I really needed to do was just try doing something that felt fun to me. Like, let's say I drew something on paper and I wanted to just paint it like a digital artist would. You know, and like make some copies and trace it. If I felt like that was an option, I might have actually tried it. This is so painful for me to do, to just draw glasses straight onto the same layer without making a duplicate to fix it, but I'm not here to be perfect, we're just here to get some grinding in. Yeah, several times now I've forgotten that I'm using a different tablet, so I'm getting used to it, which is a good sign. I don't feel like I need as much pixels or resolution to draw. I would have drawn this face and that level of detail like this big on an iPad because of the actual, I think the space I have with my hand to draw. That might be it. Trying to get it to look a bit more stylized, not so detailed with like how these ones looked. Just got another AI sponsorship that I can't take. It's so weird. The amount of sponsorship offers I've gotten over the years has declined, but they've been replaced by AI ones. And they're all auto-generated, of course. And even if I wanted to like take one of them because I thought they were good, there haven't been any. I read them all and it's just like, this just seems like a cash grab. It doesn't actually seem like a product that, except for maybe one of them, I guess, but still, it's like, I don't see the value in this. You get sponsored on Reddit? Oh, really? Do tell. Is it for furry art? Oh, that would have been the perfect April Fool's thing. Oh, who cares? I've been planning to do that. To troll everyone and just do my first furry piece. That'd be a fun YouTube video. Maybe. Because I really have never actually drawn anything furry before, ever. And I mean, not literally furry. I've drawn a kitten for a meme before. But, you know what I'm saying. Oh, for growing a particular plant. Nice. Nice. How timely. Okay, that's way too much detail for the braids. I'm just gonna copy from one artist I was studying from earlier. Ooh, sharp. You guys ever have like terribly embarrassing stomach? Okay, you remember this? Don't forget about this. A list of things to draw just to see it in your style. Huh, you can do that. It's called a commission. Fortunately, there is a way for you to do that. For the low price of something 99.99. You just did 100. You just hit 100K for the time lapse of your drawing. Oh, Red Letter Media Crew. I don't know what that is, but that's awesome, dude. Is it here on YouTube? Nice. I bet. So when did you post it? I bet it was like a week ago or something. You don't get 100K gradually. Congrats. Am I recording this? Yeah, hell yeah. Still looks like a bit too much detail for the hair. One thing I'm finding that I'm missing is the line weight variability. It's not the line weight, it's the line opacity. Internet culture stuff? Oh, cool. Comedy reviews of bad movies and good movies, but a lot of bad. I feel like the bad ones would be the more fun to review though, anyway, right? This is where I should say you should just send it to my Discord server and I can see it there. But I don't even think there's a link and it's pretty dead. Yeah. Trying to be really efficient with my lines here. I have way too strong of a tendency to think more detail is how to make things better. Zero social media, except Reddit. Reddit is honestly turned into... I bet... Do you use... I bet you have an Android phone. I'm just gonna call it. It's not really a difficult guess. It's 50-50, but still. Because the app on iPhone is insufferable. Actually, you know what? I think I want to use a little bit less pressure. Let me drink some water, guys. Yep, I thought so. You totally came off as Android, dude. I could tell. I would use the touch feature. The touch is... Okay, I was gonna say the touch is really good on whoa. The delay in the stream is pretty long. But the touch feature is pretty good on this Huion. But I can't stop it. I don't know if any of you know. When I draw with my finger, I don't want it to draw. So I don't like enabling touch because I don't want to be making random strokes on accident like this because the palm rejection isn't good. See, like that line right there. I didn't intend to draw that. That was my hand, and I have an art glove on. Right? I don't think Photoshop has a setting like that, so I have to turn touch off. What is an Android? No. Oh, if it's a cheap phone, then yeah, probably. Regardless. It's just I could tell if you really use Reddit a lot, then you probably wouldn't like using iPhones. I just know what Redditors are like, and that the iPhone app sucks. Really glad I decided to stream today. This is really relaxing. I'm just gonna post all these drawings all at once soon. I'm gonna try and make up a face to go with this mouth. Really don't recommend doing that, but let's try, you know? Ooh, I'm getting some Silco vibes. Man, drawing men is so easy. You just do whatever you want. That probably sounds hella sexist. Looks like the Green Goblin now. And here I'm using my my famous chimp method that honestly I'm thinking of renaming, because it's funny. A lot of the comments on that video were very upset with the name, but I'm like, geez, what happened on Shorts and Instagram? Everyone was fine with it. They didn't even care about that. They were talking about evolution. Whether evolution was real or not, that was the debate. Like, once you make a lot of content, it starts to desensitize you to a lot of stuff, because you see how wild some things can be. The difference of posting something on one platform can just have huge differences in the feedback you get. Long-lasting debate, yeah. Expression practice? Kind of. I'm just practicing drawing in general. I started out the stream with the blue lines for copying other people's art that I find inspiring, to kind of get myself in the mood, because I'm tired of looking at photos for reference. It's been messing with my brain. The black and white ones are the ones I did myself, or with loose reference. Like, I'd pause every so often on a couple anime to do these two. They're not of any specific character. They're like a conglomerate of different characters. And if you watch anime, this has been a fantastic season so far. Highly recommend checking out Witch Hat Atelier. It's a really good one, especially those first 3 episodes are worth watching if you like to draw, or if you like to do cloth or crochet or anything creative with your hands. Highly recommend it. I give it the made me cry in 3 episodes badge of honor. It's probably really confusing. Okay, there we go. Wait, is the new season of Invincible finished? Because it'd be a perfect time to get into it now if it is. Is this the... It is the best... wait, iPad is all about art for you. Yeah, same for me. Yeah, see, the iPad, I think, has bypassed everyone's... I think everyone who has a problem with Apple, they make a pass. They make... I don't know what the word is. They give them a pass for the iPad. It's like its own thing. It's almost like the brand name is the name for the device. Not quite, though. I think most people just say tablet. Look at that neck. What am I drawing? Why not? All right, let's switch back to black. The elastic guy from... Is there an elastic guy? Elastic man? I seriously have... I have no clue if there is. Wait. I've seen the first 2 seasons. I really don't... What? That was really good. Chimp method's good to learn. Yeah, if you've already been exhausted from the Loomis method. But yeah, it's basically like this is why it's called the chimp method, because it's the most iconic way to stylize the image of a chimp, right? This is a chimp's face, right? You got the eyes like this, right? And that's basically what we're doing here. Like you can find this shape on anyone's face. This goes specifically to where the nostrils end, and then you bring this down to the corner of the mouth. You've got one line for the mouth line or the teeth line, and then you've got this like that. And so if I hide that drawing beneath it, let me just add the eyes back in. Right? Like you can very, very quickly get a good sketch for a face and check your proportions and relationships. Right? Like I started with the mouth for that drawing. And it's flexible too. Well, that's why. Right? It's not clickbait. It's just, right? Boom. Right there. You draw 3. But I've been thinking of just calling it the heart method, because you can also just do this and simplify it to a heart. If you draw a heart like that, I guess. Invincible gets crazier. Yeah, honestly, I still feel like it was what happened with Omni-Man in the last season still feels like a fan fiction to me. I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but what he did on that other planet. Man, it's freaky. You see the heart? Yeah. See, like, that's supposed to be what my logo is, too. A very simplified... Where's my logo? Yeah. Like, this is my logo, right? Let me just sketch it. This is basically what my logo is. Right. That's why people said it kind of looks like a Decepticon or Autobot face or something. Some redemption. Oh, so basically the same as the beginning. A little bit of redemption, but oh boy. Wait, I don't think. Wait. You're on season 4, episode 7. Oh, so it's season 4. So is it finished, or is that how far it's out? Because that'll be perfect. That means I could catch a little bit of the ride the content wave a bit. Episode 8 is the last one. Oh, 8 episodes. They're an hour each, though, right? The show following the comic, pretty accurate. It even adds an entire episode to build on. Okay, nice. I remember being so excited to see those last couple episodes with the Creation Girls background. That was really nice. Really, really nice couple episodes. I usually don't care about, like, when you can make me care about other characters' backstories for that long, it's good writing. Jane? Is her name Jane? No. I can't remember. One of you guys will know. The comic is more violent. I can believe that. That's what makes this show. It's honestly, you just reminded me. Thanks for saving me the shock. Every time I get back into watching Invincible, it's such a big shock. The violence and the gore in it. And then I get desensitized. It's so messed up. Yeah, this is what I'm all about here. Like, I don't have to get the eye in the right place at first, but it's like, just draw it well. Oh wow, look at that. Photoshop is like, oh, put the eye over here. No, not quite right. Imagine that one day, like, you're drawing and you get like suggestions. That would be very, very controversial. Imagine they're like, it just learned from you. It would be too difficult to actually earn people's trust with that, though. The next few generations, though, that's how life works. A lot of people won't care. Or they might care. There's certain things that we've gotten more strict about over time. Yeah, 3 is... You're right, it is a lot more violent. I remember the first episode, I thought it was going to be a 1-episode thing. Upload one of your images to an AI and offer it. Yeah, that would just be no. That's too much. I was just thinking literally in the app. Like, it's like slowly learning what you probably are looking to do. But that could... like I said, controversial. A lot of ways that could go wrong. You know, see, what would be a good thing is like tweaking these glasses to be straight. Like, that would be nice. Right. That would be nice. Like, you draw a soda can and it's a bit off. Just like tweak the line so it's correct. feel like digital art was cheating when you first started, right? Yeah. Using references. I feel like I should stop saying that. Maybe it's better people forget that using references used to be seen as cheating. The memory of that should just die. This looks like this drawing matches. Like, like I could see her looking up at him like this. If I did this, I could turn it into, what's his name? Duffy? I'm gonna do it. Can't even remember. It's been that long since I've drawn. I can't even remember the shortcuts. Eh? Yeah, I will do the same. I'll be the literal art teacher. It'll take a while for that, but yeah. Sometimes I ask for a recipe, AI will give me something that's... It'll give me the correct range, but the range is... Like, it'll give me the correct number within a gigantic range. I'm gonna move his head down. Oh no! Oh well. I have what I needed as a backup. Wait a second. No, I have to because I cropped it. Why did I stop drawing? Just got too busy and stressed. It's hard to... Like, it became too focused on being productive. I became too desperate to be productive. And so I realized I had to sacrifice some of my peace in order to get back to drawing, which kind of sounds weird, right? But in the end, it'll be a really good decision. Because I was losing peace without drawing in the first place. You've uploaded some of your art, had life as reference, yeah. Digital art is an acceleration. In some ways, yeah. But there are some things you'll be sacrificing if you only do digital. Like I am really grateful that I didn't have access to it until several years. Like I didn't have access to digital until college, basically. I'm pretty late. Like there are artists that are older than me that had access to it way earlier. I watched my first anime in freshman year of college. Of course I knew like what, I thought Dragon Ball Z was no different than like, I don't know, watching I just thought it was like a show on Adult Swim or something. Like I thought it was no different than watching Yu-Gi-Oh! And then what else in that era? Like Digimon, Pokemon, those were just part of the shows. That was like Cartoon Network. I thought it was like, yeah, like watching Dexter's Lab, or what else was on Cartoon Network? Johnny Bravo, Samurai Jack. I didn't realize anime was this whole other thing with so many more things. Yeah, I thought it was like Avatar too. Like it's just like, oh, it's one of those, this style of show. Hey, thanks Afro Ninja. You've been traditional art forever. Nice. 5 years ago. Oh wow. Yeah, that is pretty recent. I think that was part of it too. I had like a strict 9 p.m. curfew. Yeah, Drusky. That's who this is. I ended up drawing Drusky on accident. This is weird. I don't watch that much of his content, but I feel like this looks just like him. DBZ, yeah, it's awesome, man. I've seen, what do you call it? Dragon Ball Super? Was that the last one I was what? No. The last one I saw was the one with, the robots guarding the Dragon Balls. Where they got, well, I don't want to spoil the first episode, but yeah, they were small. I'll say that. Alright, do I want to do another one? Let's try and do one more. Daima, yeah. I completely forgot that name, wow. Dragon Ball Daima. Technically I did too, but actually I don't know if I did. I think I started with Z, yeah. So I wonder how old you are, Jeff. When drawing from photos, I always just forget how to simplify for some reason. I just copy it. Might help to try to draw the shape of the head stylized first. Good. I've been watching plenty of anime. This looks nothing like the reference. I want to do that later. Let me copy that and undo. This is the good thing about digital art. I can do stuff like that and then paste things from the past into the present. Or into the future, from the future into the past, right? It's wonderful, it's splendid. It's an old nun. Super is back this fall? Wow, what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? They're redoing Beerus? Wait, and Rez? Oh, the movies? Oh, that's cool. You're 31, you started with a same year. Dragon Ball? Nice, yeah. Super was the first that I actually got to see from start to finish live with everyone else. Hey, there we go. That's the look, that's the vibe I was looking for. Practice is working out, guys. Oh, I should have been filming this with my camera. Oh, I forgot. Ah. It's all good. One sec, guys. I'm gonna turn another light on. Nothing like a New York slice. Looking for posts on Pinterest is your favorite pastime while working, right? So addictive. Hey, Brooke. Thanks. Drawing with me for an hour? Wow, that's awesome. That stuff is a little what. A Highland cow. Oh, wow. Are you drawing all the fur? I love watching videos of Highland cows. They're adorable. Let me try to draw one from imagination. See my drawing skills tank. Don't remember if they have hair everywhere else. Okay, I'm gonna stop before I embarrass myself. You had enough of these magic isekai. Oh, thanks for being inspirational. You're starting to make your own stuff now. Oh, nice. Freeman, but with Cold War. Oh, so is it like, are you starting with the manga or going straight to the animation stage? But yeah, I feel you, because there was an anime called, what was it? It was like World War III. It was so good. It was about this like little 4'5" woman. It was slightly futuristic, but she was in the army in her world, and it was an isekai, but it was a general who reincarnated into a tiny little girl's body and eventually worked her way up to be like a huge lieutenant. It was awesome. Tanya, yeah, you know it. Okay, I got some anime fans here. Alright, that's good. Yeah, I love that one. Aren't they doing a movie or another season soon? Tanya Dogrich. Damn, you guys have good memories. Starting season 3 this September. Hey, there we go. Okay, that was unnecessary. Now she looks like she's sick. See, that's what happens when I start copying stuff. You're working on an anime night? Oh, awesome. There must be a lot of detail in the knight. The armor, right? Let's hear from you and others what kind of magic and Cold War stuff. Well, you gotta have some sort of nuclear power there, right? Maybe that could be the magic. James Bond? Oh, nice. There's too much of these medieval magic worlds that you have an itch to do. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, there is a lot of that. I wonder, I guess it's because it's popular. Like, when did suddenly everybody have so much memory of, like, the medieval times and stuff? I don't remember everyone liking that part in school. Like, man, the medieval times were lit. I want to write a fan fiction. But maybe it's just Japanese people that are fascinated with it. Maybe you save that for season 2, Nathan. What's up, June? Crimson Desert. I've heard that game was really popping off. Uh-oh, it's my belly. Hmm. If I was living in a Cold War spy era with magic, mixed with magic stuff, what would I want to become? I think something like what's in Sentenced to be a Hero, except I don't want to be a hero who's sentenced. But those guys who can, like, who are super agile and who can use the those glowy magic weapons as well. Maybe like Rhino, the character with all the armor. He has like a battle suit. It's not a Gundam, it's like really similar to human scale. The evil guy. Maybe. I love being the in-between guys who are just there to enjoy themselves. Like a general in this Chinese anime I've been watching. He just talks like this and just has a great time being a general. He doesn't care about doing anything other than having a good battle. Hey, that's good to add what you're doing. You're working on a final space commission. Oh, cool. Full spread of a cover art. Nice. Any spaceships? Okay, I think the last thing I'm going to do is do an alternate version of this girl and give her a really dynamic expression. Two spaceships, 5 characters. Many dead Gary zombies? Oh, I thought you said gay zombies. I'm like, whoa. That. You might be onto something there. I have not heard of that yet. There's all these amazing free ideas coming up in this stream, y'all. Reminds me, I just played Red Dead Redemption for the first time. And the zombie DLC, I guess. Whoa, the eyes are completely... Oh my god. Wait, maybe it's not that bad. Nah, it was pretty bad. Where'd the other one go? Hey, what's up, Edgar? Or Edgemark Studio. I saw the R. Edgemar. Hey, Lawrence. Drawing from your head. Nice. Just like me, pretty much here. At least with this expression change. Trying to visualize how I want her mouth to be. Will I be doing this more often? Yes. I was gonna say I think so, but yeah. Because even if I were to do it once a week, that would be more often. I'm trying to make her look bored without her face looking so short like that. Whoa, what happened? Is the stream good for you guys? The whole page just refreshed. And thank you, Garuchu. I appreciate it. Moving back to traditional, I did for a little bit, but I just didn't stick to it. I did a lot more drawings and sketches though. There's quite a few that I still haven't even shared. Am I following references for these? Yeah, for this one. So earlier, like this one was no reference. This was no reference. And then the blue ones are copying directly from other artists' drawings. And then the black ones are from me drawing while I'm watching an anime or just no reference. Like this one was when I was looking at a rendering of Gwen from Spider-Verse. I'm like really focused. That's why I'm not talking. Just making some corrections. is my eraser like... I do miss the simplicity of the original one. Let me see this. Yeah, that makes it look a lot better. She's so done with your shit. Ooh, I like this. Yeah, these super basic shapes is like, I've been finding that I want to learn to just draw like this because it's easier to draw from imagination, and I can always make this look photorealistic if I wanted to from here, you know, or photorealistic as an exaggeration. Like, I could take it that far. You have a lot of options once you learn how to simplify stuff. Yeah, I'm noticing overall too, using the Huion makes me slow down. I'm just tracing lines now where there would be the different shadows on her face. I hope the stream is still going because it was a weird moment. Oh, that chat is old. The chat window I was looking at was old. Oh, sorry. It wasn't updating. You can retract messages. I haven't done any in a while, but one of the videos I'm planning to do soon is going to be animation again. Because I still have one at least I need to finish. Oh wow, there's more people watching. Interesting. I might stream at a different time tomorrow. Glad to hear things were working well. Good music for no reason, right? Yeah. It just came to me like right before streaming. I was like, oh yeah, Genshin Impact is perfect. need an eraser that erases cleaner. No. There we go. And then I want to go back to there we go. Yeah, I definitely need to adjust some of these brushes so that they look like my original sketches on Procreate. Wait, why is this gray? Oh. What would you say after someone tried to get into art after 3 years? Just try to find what made you excited about it in the beginning, and don't look at anyone else's work. Unless it's my stream like this. But honestly, just like stuff that just feels raw, I guess. Just pay attention to what makes you feel good or actually not good. And just try and give yourself that time to just sit in front of the canvas and draw. You kind of have to like, that creativity is kind of like courting a fine lady or getting a legendary animal to trust you enough to eat out of the palm of your hands. You have to be consistent and show up. You might just show up with the food in your hands and just wait, and might be days or weeks go by and they only look at you, maybe take a step closer some days, but eventually they'll trust you. And whenever you go see them, they're going to be there. That creativity kind of works like that. But that's very much easier said than done. Because then, yeah, and try to make stuff without looking at anything else, because that stress is going to make your brain start to pay attention to different things. Just immerse yourself in it. Oh, her fingers cover her face. Whoops. Yes. I thought my recording crashed on me, but it didn't. All right. All right, y'all. I think that's going to be it. Try not to know. You can look at my work. My work doesn't do that. totally not biased here. My work only inspires people. It cannot make people feel sad, frustrated, or jealous. Because you see drawings like this. Like this pig here. Or not a pig. Oh no, it's a Highland cow. I can't even recognize it myself. Alright, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out with me tonight. This has been really nice. I wouldn't have drawn all this stuff if I just sat here and tried to be productive. This was great. So I will see you all in the next one. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff. Check out my new brushes. Support your boy at Patreon, all that. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care, y'all. And have fun drawing. Peace.